am going to ask you to.
Well, I never edit anything out. So if that got, slipped in from the green room before, so be it.
I,
Today is a special day because I'm going to set myself aside, which I really enjoy doing because this was all about supposed to be engagement and others coming forward. So anytime that Yedyamya comes by and we have an opportunity to experience what she's got because she takes information in from higher aspects I can't even begin to articulate, and it's always meant for the rest of us. So I'm going to sit back, mute myself, and just let her flow with whatever is supposed to come through for the rest of us. Thank you.
Thanks, Lowell. All right. So, yes. Hi, everybody. I am Yedyamya. Oof. And they just are ready to come in. So I'm just going to uh, step aside in my way and bring through this message. And it's also a transmission. So, but before I'm gonna hold them off for a moment. I just ask that everybody close their eyes and bring your awareness inside, just with that intention to bring your awareness inside, connect into your own inner being, and breathing into that. And just asking yourself to receive for your highest good and the highest good of all life. And also setting your intention to receive these frequencies and the energies and the information through your entire being. So, as the guides will say, beyond your mind, allow it to flow into your body. It is vibrational, multidimensional. Transmissions. Drandrya bostra sokai. Drayonoka suntukai sitruyonka setea payonokai. So you are mastokai. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish, or you can open them. So but it is about receiving the information in a new way. Beyond the mind. Allow it to be a flow. Sometimes with the languages, you can get a little stuck in the mind trying to understand what's being said, but it's really about feeling it and receiving it. It's vibrational. So, you can liken it to music. So in a piece of music that doesn't have any words, you're not trying to figure out what's being said. You're just allowing it. You're just listening to it. You're receiving it. So it's they're just asking that that this be the intention for the group. And know that as you are watching this on the replay, you are connecting into the energy that's being held in this moment from those that are here live and those beings in the higher realms. So I ask to transmit for the highest good of all those gathered this day, whatever time you are in, whenever your now is, bringing this through for the highest good of all life, the highest good of all concerned, the highest good of this community. Hai utrostrani kiestro son trai. Bastro standara yamokastro tu. Gia iron ho go ayun kasi. We greet you and we thank you for this opportunity to use this platform to connect in this way. Baya yonokai, for we are familiar with each and every one of you. Many times upon this earth there has been great ages. Gyosokai, great ages of time. Daranturoshkaya siki siki, great cycles. Dlandrokai. And you have now entered into a new cycle. You are in the beginning phase of a new galactic turning. How you experience your world in this moment is very, very different than what is coming. There are many speaking, many words on this, and we would say that not all is truth. What we wish to share in this moment is that the change that is occurring is not something that happens overnight. In your experience of time, it takes thousands of years. It is a process of evolution. And you are in that phase, where all of those systems that have been running rampant and causing destruction and pain are in the process of breaking down, of dissolving, so that something new can be rebuilt from the wreckage, from the rubble. Now, we do not say that your world will be destroyed. Please do not take our words out of context. But we say this to you so you have the understanding, like a phoenix that rises from the ashes anew. This is what is occurring in your world, a breakdown of the old, so that something new can rise. And in those moments where that is occurring, there is much chaos, there is much distortion, unsettled feelings. And this is why we have said over and over that it is important to go within. Do not allow yourself to be distracted by that which is around you. You must be in the world, but you must not be overwhelmed by it. For you have come to hold the light, to show the way, for those who have lost their sense of direction. For many years, your New Age communities have spoke about being the calm within the storm. And indeed, this is what is necessary for you to be that calm, that peace, that center point, that balance. In a world of chaos, in a world that is turning upside down, because it can no longer continue in its current state, in its current capacity. Dear ones, your future is always shifting. There are a myriad of possibilities in every moment. They all come down to choice. What is your choice in this moment that leads you to the next opportunity? These are what we wish for you to consider as you walk about your world. What you do affects all others. What are you doing? How are you being? Where is your energy flowing? Where is your attention going? Be mindful what you tune into. For where your attention goes, your energy follows. We have asked this one to create gatherings so that you can come together to hold an intention for the highest vision of all life. You can do this on your own. Do this now. Can you move beyond the fear, the concern, the worriment of what you see around you and move into that place of co-creating that which you wish for your future earth? For you are co-creating in every moment. What are you co-creating? It is time to master your thoughts and awareness, dear ones. Recognize that everything you do affects all life. Are you putting your attention to those things that trouble you, that are creating chaos in the world? Or are you bringing your awareness inside and putting your attention to that which you can co-create to a better future for all? Your world is created to distract you from this. Look at your entertainment. It is full of horror and pain and death. The video games that your children and many of you are playing are about murder and killing and death. Your world is filled with this, and it perpetuates that which you are wishing to change. Become aware in every moment of where you are putting your energy, where you are putting your awareness. What are you doing that is out of habit? For there are many shows upon your television that are uplifting and inspiring, that could bring you joy. There are many movies, documentaries, to show you a different viewpoint of your world, not with that which is broadcasted and plastered, that makes you feel overwhelmed, feel like it's all for naught. We remind you of your co-creative ability, for you are creating your reality. Every moment is a choice. Are you adding to the upliftment of the world, or are you perpetuating that which is not benefiting all? Discernment is required. Discernment is needed in every moment. With yourself as well, for where are you stuck in old ways? Where are you acting out of habit or acting out of pain? How do you treat yourself? How do you treat others? How do you treat your earth? Do you feel that your life form is above all others here? Or do you recognize that all life of earth is your family? All the creatures are your siblings. Awareness of unity, consciousness, awareness of oneness. This is what will help to shift your world. And there are those that are looking for someone to show them the way. You must be the change that you seek. You have heard this many times. We now step down from our soapbox. And I will allow this one to bring through a transmission to assist you all, to attune you all, to smooth out, clear out, free you from the energies. That may be disruptive. Giambantos tontos kaish triusium troyus trio kaya mayonon drayania masukai. Giastokai. So they want to make one more point. It's okay. This is something they've said to me many times. Mastrokai. Remember, there is no person that is less than you, and there is no person that is more than you. When we say higher realms, we do not speak of being above you, better than you. It is a level of frequency, of vibration. It is a dimensional Mastrokai label. Giampatrokai. We are equals. Aitorshkai. Do you look upon your world in this way? Do you see that person that is causing pain as your equal, or do you say that person is not like me? For we say you are the same, but that person is in pain. It is so important to shift your perspective and your mindset to see everyone as equals. For that is the only way to move forward. Unity and oneness. So they're saying thank you for this opportunity. So there's another group coming through now. And invite everyone to call forth their highest teams. Asking for those benevolent beings of light that work with you specifically for your highest good and the highest good of your soul, the highest good of your lineage, the highest good of your ancestors, the highest good of this earth. So your highest teams in spirit can consist of many different kinds of beings. They can be your guides, your angels, your star families. They can be loved ones that have crossed over that are now your guides. They can be animals, pure energy. Recognize that you are never alone and you are always assisted. You have so much support available to you. Even if you have no awareness, even if you cannot feel them or see them or sense them, they are there. The more that you connect with them, the more you set your intention to receive their assistance, the more you will begin to sense. It is like flexing a muscle that has not been used. And everyone has their own way to perceive. So do not compare yourself to others. When you hear their experiences and you think, I must not be doing it right. This is not the case. For so long, your world has been ingrained that there is nothing else, that you are the only one, the only planet full of life in a vast and infinite universe. This is not true, and those of you on this call know this, but we remind you, even if you are not feeling or seeing or sensing, Know that they are there. Continue your efforts. Relax into it. Let go of what it should look like for you, for it may come in a different way. Yoborosonkai, asking in this moment, to receive all that will nourish, support, and uplift you as you continue to walk your path upon this earth in service to this great awakening. Yaborahai. Ooh. So before they bring this through, it's been changing a little bit how it comes through. It's a lot of frequency and toning. So I try not to do it right into the microphone, but if it gets loud, my apologies. We ask for everybody to focus on your feet upon the earth, feeling your connection to your beloved planet, your divine Earth Mother. Feeling that connection, stabilizing your presence on the earth. Yopo Santrai, bringing your awareness into your body, fully present, fully anchored on the earth. And we ask you to invite in the benevolent beings of higher dimensional realities that you call your inner earth communities. There are so many of these civilizations around your world. Most are unknown, starting to be discovered. Calling forth the highest benevolent beings of light, anchored within your earth. And now calling for the highest benevolent beings of light. From beyond the great beyond, that are wishing to join us now. Oh, Gayung, Gasong, Gaya Yung, Kasayurko, Kaira Piandra, Birstrom, Gaya Yung, Goro, Songayani. Drayandoria Yung, Gayando, Kaya Yikai, Keseyu, Ko, Kayono Tai. More will be revealed. Drokayushisi in your upcoming years. Miaya Nostrai. About those inner earth cities, as they are called. Drandro Kayiko Kayiki Ai Uhai. Feel them here, Sundrashkai. For you are already familiar with Maustrokai, the one known as Telas, Yo Ohai, but there are so many others. Yora Yokai, Iro Yeri Uai, anchored, embedded around your world, holding the frequencies, waiting for this time. When the surface dwellers were ready, when the frequency of earth, when the vibration reached a nexus point, we are in the beginning of that. Gyayong gastro sokai srokai, so feel them all joining. Gyastro sokai, siostro strandra, yoronama, yoronomandro, kaya siki. assisting. And let us now again intend for all those gathered this day, known and unknown, to receive the highest good for themselves and for all concerned. And we invite you now to call for the presence of the great central sun, to flow into this space, and to flow that sacred light to each and every one of you, asking for the light of the great central sun to flow in through and around you now, like a channel of light moving through you and all around you and into the earth. Gyandroshkaya Siki, allow this sacred light to burn away, to dissolve anything that does not support you, anything that keeps you from becoming your greatest potential. Anything that fails to serve your highest good, seeing it being dissolved in this light or being washed away in this flow. However you are sensing it is right for you. If you have no awareness, we invite you to imagine what would it look like. The sun's radiant rays, the light from the sun beyond suns flowing into you, through you, uplifting you, elevating you, raising you. Yayundrayustruhai. Bianidiriboso oronotu kai kiamanro kai. Gayandayon kai kiayostro stro kai iro oro sondreyeshki. And we invite you, Dastro sesitrushkandra bastro kai, to hold the vision of this message reaching all those with ears that hear. Galrayon Garayo Stone Tarayanarabi Kiranton Dairayon Garayon to Yum Bium Biayon do Yum Gioyum Bandirium Dirium Biriayun Dum Bayum Bium Yum Biayum. Remembering to breathe. Durostasun Trashkaindra Bandrohai. Bayum Yuyum Guyum Biyum. Imagine these frequencies radiating out in Mastrokai concentric circles like Madrahaya Syukyu radio waves Strokai, reaching all those Drormbiyung Gaireyung Goreyung Gariyung 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 Gariyung. Not only those two-leggeds that walk your earth, but all life of earth. Drongayong gariyayong gariyayong gayong 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 you 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 Giardom biestraya ishtaramba andraya yunyuko kai. We work with the inner worlds of earth. Yoyong garyong 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 you Yum bandan dium you Gero yung garo yung garo yung dun du yung biu. Know that each of you is receiving exactly what you need. Ba yung gairo yung gare sun tu kai. These are specific to what you need individually, and collectively. There are many layers within this transmission. Asking to receive on an even deeper level now. For the highest good of all life of Earth. Gaio strombaia niastro Gaia yung gai Dalaya yung bayong Hey mayo no sai mishke. Deep breath in. Gio handre justro hada justrandre mandro kairia na ini hayo se kita tu. Kaya yondre ayon strostra yo mi manu tai en makita yo no kai. Dayon sai biriu karo sontraya na te tayaya niaso kai. We speak now directly to your heart, directly to your soul, Satrania Kai. We bypass your mind, that which gets in your own way. Drandro Drayon Traya Taya Siki. Da Trayana Katraya Matu Kaya Ia Aya Hanasatayana Kaya Kya Hai. Breathing in, dror strontorastayam biantrayum turiustruiki. Breathing in the earth energy through your feet into your body. For this energy is being infused in this moment. Drastrosai from those cities of light within the earth. Allow yourself to receive energies from your kin. Drastrakai for many of you. Have relations within these inner realms. And you are able to assist Dastrosakai. They are able to utilize your connection to be of greater assistance to life upon the earth that is just now awakening. We so they make me feel that we say awakening, we say ascending, but really it is consciousness expanding. It is consciousness becoming. For there are many levels of consciousness, many levels of existence. Dayongaro so. Many of you may feel yourself within the earth in this moment. You have bilocated. Giandro mbaya sata nia sata. Nia satara noku trokai. Giandro hai bastrostostayo so. Stay in your hearts. For your heart is where your truth can be found. Your heart center. That center point of heaven and earth. Remember this place. It is a sanctuary for you. It will guide you home to who you are. It will help you find your way as you walk on this earth. In these times of great change, dear ones, there are many perspectives of what is occurring in your world. There are many viewpoints. Depending where you are, could be the difference between great pain and great joy. Be in your hearts more. Be in that place of love. And love your world for what it is in this moment. Do not wait to love it when it is the new earth. Love it now as it is. For your love will change the world. When we say love it, we are not saying to accept it the way that it is. We are saying just love it. Be the love in the world. Just love. Love yourself where you're at. Love the world where it's at and hold the vision for a higher outcome. Everyone has their own part to play, just as this one spoke earlier. Everyone has their part to play. Everyone has their job to do. And everyone is unique to themselves. But all can love. All can hold a higher vision for life. But do that from the present moment. Be here now. Your light is needed. Your love is needed here and now. We ask you all to breathe in and to breathe out. You are still within the energies, the energetic that has been created from this co-creative gathering between those outside of the earth, those upon the earth, and those within the earth. It truly is not this way, but this is the easiest way for you to understand. Just soak in these energies. Allow yourself to be in this space. There is so much happening beyond your perception in this moment. You are all being touched by the divine to help you remember that you are divine. Allow yourself to receive. Be in the silence, for when do you give yourself time to be in this, your own divinity? Even if there is sound all around you, there is silence within. Remember this place. Visit it more often, children. For you must find this center place within you, this place of stillness and peace, for that to be same in your world. Kaya manro mania sontu strai. Daya yo no kayo kayoroko kai. We bring through one more transmission now. Yayo no na nacion drastrushkai. To shower you, castrostrayo strokai. Giayon garo son traya sistrio siokai. Ganroba yohayo so tushrayo so kai. Giayona so oromba onrokai maltraño caso trayostra sakai. Gyanrosrosokai. Begin to bring your awareness more present, drawing yourself into the center of you. You may feel this like Mastrokai, the core in a sphere. You may feel this like a column within you, a channel within you, that central point. Or perhaps you experience this in a completely different way. Bring your awareness inside. Feel your energy coming into center. Imagine that you have a magnet in your core and you are drawing your energy inward, bringing it home, drawing it back to center. Feeling yourself becoming more present, more aware in your body and in this space. Asking to be fully anchored in your physical body now. All of your energy coming into center. Feeling your energy held within you. And we invite you now to ask for your energy to radiate. Do not send it out. Ask it to radiate, to illuminate. Become the sun shining upon your earth without giving your energy away. Ask to shine, to radiate. Imagine what this looks like, for we see you all lighting up. Each of you is different than when we began. For every day you are changing, and every moment. Feel this within you. Can you sense a shift in your own energy? Perhaps you feel a shift or a perception in the air around you. Something is different. Something has changed. Something has lifted. Radiate. Be your light. Be the change you wish to see in your world. Cultivate that for yourself and live it, walk it, be it. We are bringing this transmission to a close now. Connect more often with the cities of light that dwell in other realms upon your world. They have much assistance to offer, as do those in other places outside of your earth. Remember who you are. When you forget, come back to center. Ask to be reminded. We thank you for this opportunity to be with you, to be with you. And thank you for all that you do to uplift all of life. It is a joint effort. We are all in this together. So bringing your awareness more fully present into the body, feeling your feet upon the earth, feeling your light shining, but feeling centered. If you're still feeling very expansive, just bringing that energy, just calling that expansive feeling to be more centered. You can be expansive within a centered space without your energy being so far out. And spread thin. That's how they're making me feel. They want you to bring it in. You can still feel that expansive state from a place of being anchored in your body. This is where the power sits, they say. Like the strength of you is when you're centered. So it's important to be fully present, fully aware, fully conscious in this moment. Feeling your feet on the floor is one of the best ways I find to be there. Really feeling the feet. If you can't feel your feet touching the floor right now, just keep asking. Just keep willing to feel the feet. Feel your feet touching the floor. Feel your feet touching the floor. I try to feel inside the arch of my foot to really get a good focus. Then I kind of feel myself pop in. Gayon dro, gayon go, gareso dro, strandre bantukai. Gialdro sakai. So I'm just feeling a lot of gratitude in this moment from those that have come through. Gratitude to this group. Gratitude, Lowell, for this platform, for this opportunity to connect with your community. And the beings of light are grateful for this opportunity to share and to connect and to transmit for the highest good of all life.
That was a lot to unpack. I feel like I just listened to Yaya moderate a TED Talk, and that there are now subgroups that need to just go off and ponder each one of those. There was one though in particular that resonated with me, and it's we talk about inner earth, like it's like people are more familiar with it than they are. I have a intimate familiarity with inner earth, but even over the last several months what I've been told too, just like you illuminated here, and really we have to remember that's not Yaya that was talking. Those are higher aspects that are coming through, reminding us of these things. But Telos isn't the only one. Within the last 10 days, Shirulu ducks, a Lemurian princess that lived here on the surface and sent her message out from the 90s until early 2000s. Um, Her narrative in a 1993 presentation came my way. And it wasn't just about Telos. She talked about life in inner Earth and different communities there. So that wasn't brought to my attention by coincidence either. What I had seen in this 2 hour presentation was 12 10-minute segments of it. Well, something told me, and I was having dialogue back and forth with Diane Robbins, an author of Telos and Lemurian Inner Earth, Hollow Earth Things, over the last several weeks too, because she's at that stage in her life where she's ready to go. And the Lemurians are, on the other side, welcoming her and waiting. So the things that have passed between she and I over the last couple of weeks, I can see that there's a baton that's being passed here, and that the ability for people to hear Lemurian in Atlantean history, what led up to how Lemurian got there, in Shirul's own words, was freaking powerful. So my point is, I'm not surprised and shocked at the same time that inner Earth is being illuminated at the same time that everybody else is talking about disclosure with things off planet. There are civilizations, as you pointed out, and not just Telos, and not just humans, that are here benevolently waiting for our vibration to rise enough so that we can communicate with them as well. So I just had to point out that none of this was coincidence, none of it. And that just look at what everything is pointing to. Not just people that claim that they have an awareness of inner Earth and you articulate it. There's a greater awareness of it coming. And even those of us that have had experiences there are even being told this isn't the extent of it. And we're trying to prepare you for more of it, because the day is going to come when you're not just going to be able to trip to Telos again. As you pointed out the last time we spoke, I see you going back to Telos, but I don't see you taking people there. Well, that happened. It happened while I was in Berlin. You don't talk about this stuff until you get to reflect back upon what happened and really, connect the dots. So now it's clear as anything what I'm supposed to help make happen next. And with the help of Sharula's words and some of the images I created together, well, I threw all that together so that here's a narrative, and you can look at pictures of inner Earth and all that in the background. And there was a reason why I did that too. Didn't really understand the tools I had before, but somehow, a divine inspiration comes along. And so here's what you have to work with. Here are the tools. Now do what you know how you can do, and then make this available for everybody. So that's pretty much been done. There's one piece of the puzzle left. The end file is like a 12 gig file. It is not really download. It's download prohibitive, I would say. I put it there in a Google Drive, but there had to be a better solution. So I started to think of other platforms where I could, figure out a way to distribute it. And to be honest, I looked at, Prime. Wait, I know you can get things on Amazon. So you know what would prevent me from putting it on Prime? Yeah, nothing. There, you can set up a profile and you can submit anything. The whether you rent it or buy it, the revenue split is 50-50. There is a QA process though, to make sure that your media meets streaming content, criteria. So I'm just waiting, and I expect to get it today. There's a program that I can run this whole file through and make sure that it'll be great. But once it's done, then it's going to be on Prime and you can rent it or buy it. That wasn't about me. But I look back at all the shit that I've accomplished. And even Alex and I were talking about, holy cow, there's been like 50 interviews I've done, 60 podcasts. I don't know how many thousands of images that just kind of flowed out of me. Um, a book, then two more books, and now this little documentary film. Now, none of that came because I intended to do it and that I had a motivation to tell this story. No, no, these are the tools and the things that I was provided with along the way. So it would help me narrate and help the rest of you understand where we're going. I see it clearly, trying to help you all do the rest. So thanks, Yaya, for bringing the message together, because it just continues to connect dots. And these are not fantasy sci-fi things we're talking about. Wrap your arms around multidimensionality, because walking around in your unaware state, it's around you right now. It's just a matter of you getting in touch with it. So
Yeah.
I will yield the floor.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. My sense is that they're and just know, like, I don't follow anybody. I as a since I've been channeling, my guides don't have me really follow anybody. So I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't even really know much, Lowell, about your crew, what they're following, what you're talking about. Um, but I am always so amazed at the just the interconnectedness of us all and how it all always makes sense, and there is no coincidence. And I said, hey, my guide said, hey, I need to connect with your with your tribe, right? I mean, that was just like how this came up. So it's never there, there's never any coincidence. I am 100% aware that everything happens for a reason. But I will say that my sense is, whether also bringing this through to this community, especially because you guys are so connected into the inner earth worlds, is to start connecting where you're at. It doesn't, like, they're not, it's not just Telos. There's places all around. There's actually one even by me I've been connecting with lately. So it's whenever you go, just, connect with all the places that you are, in any place that you are in nature. You don't even have to be in nature, but it seems to help. But there are beings everywhere that are wanting to help, and they're not just considered inner earth or star families, or, there's just so much support and assistance for all of us at this time. So it's just being aware that in every moment you have an opportunity to co-create, always asking for your highest good. Absolutely. Because there's still some energies out there that, you know, like to be a little sneaky. But, and even in that, recognizing that, you have a choice. You have a choice on who you connect with. You have a choice. And so it's just about discernment and what your intention is. But we have so much to do. And this is how we do it. We connect to our own hearts and we shine our lights, and we recognize that those that are acting out are doing it from a place of pain. So we don't judge them. We love them. This is a difficult thing to wrap your head around, especially if you've experienced a lot of pain and trauma on from someone else. But this is also that level of awareness and that level of perception and the viewpoint. Lowell, you mentioned a book. You were talking about a book I saw at one point, because I love that book, Power versus Force, right? And
Yes.
what stuck with me from that book, when they were talking about, like, the different levels of awareness, I don't really get in. I'm not one for labels or hierarchies, but I do understand the teaching part of it. But what stuck with me, and I read this book so many decades ago, was a part, like, they talk about a homeless man, right? And from one viewpoint, you can look at that homeless man, and you can feel sorry for him. And then on the higher viewpoint, you can look at that homeless man and be like, wow, he is living his life. He is free. He is, like, doing what he wants to do. And so that's a huge shift in perception, in awareness and consciousness, to look at one situation and have such a varied perception of it. And I think that that is the case with anything you get to. The higher and higher being, more expanded states of consciousness, more, higher awareness, more more like universal awareness as opposed to being awareness like a, blinders on, you start to recognize that there is something in every situation, even those experiences in our lives that are traumatic, that we think like no way, and you know what, that could have been beneficial for me. Usually down the road, you can look back on it and say, oh, but because that happened, it led me to this, and then it got me here. And so it's recognizing all of these crazy things that happen to us sometimes are actually really beautiful. So it is beginning to love every part of the experience, being here in the present, right? And being like okay with what is going on, not saying that like I want this to continue, but it's like making peace with it somehow. Is when they were bringing it through, that's what I was sensing. It's like you know, recognizing that every moment is a gift and loving every moment. I think a lot of times we can spend we're futuring a lot. We're in the future. We're constantly thinking of the future. What's it going to be like? When's this big event coming? All of us hear all this stuff. I get all kinds of information too. And we're always like, what's going to happen? What's it going to be like? What's it going to, da, da, da. And you know what? You can just make yourself crazy in that space. And that's not helping. That's only creating chaos, for confusion, right? You don't know what's going to happen, and you just keep throwing that confusion out into the world. So if you can reel it back in and be like, you know what, I am absolutely okay in this moment. I can say, hey, I know something's coming. I don't know what that is, and I can be okay with it, but I'm going to focus on this moment. I'm going to be the best person I can be in this moment. I'm going to co-create the best world in this moment that I can. I'm going to hold the vision for an even better one, because sometimes we're limited in what we think's possible. So, it's like, what do you want to create for yourself? Well, how about you just create the most amazing experience that's never been had before? So
That
it's,
is a wonderful illustration of why people get into a state where they're scattered like that.
yes.
When they're trying to project what's coming, they forget that they're co-creators and that your intent on what you're putting out there is what's about to be returned. So when you put chaos out there, what do you think is going to come back at you? I love the point where you're saying live in the moment and focus on that. And I saw this the other day and it struck with me. And it wasn't you weren't going to become a master in one day, master the day, and then repeat the day.
Yes. 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 So true. I think, we forget. I think it's very easy, especially in this day and age where you can, I mean, no matter where you go, you can be connected to, everywhere. You're constantly connected. We are so connected in this world. And so there's so much opportunity to be distracted, to be pulled into, I check my email. I don't watch the news. I'm so like, and I still know what's happening because I just need to go to my
Right.
email and it's like thrown at me, And in that sense, it's very easy to go down that rabbit hole, right? One click, and then you're like done, done, done. The next thing you know, you're somewhere and you're like, how did I get here? And what's the point of all of that? You're just adding to that energy, right? That confusion that nobody knows, plus all that, most of the stuff out there, well, a majority of the stuff out there, as we know, is not true, right? It's specifically out there to distract us. If you look, like I used to be a huge movie person. I can't you go to the movie theater now, it's horror. Everything is horror or rated R, violent. I mean, there's like it's absolutely mind-boggling to me. But there's an audience for it, right? It wouldn't be that way if people weren't watching it. So it's like starting to recognize, like, wow, what am I doing that I'm just so used to doing? Where's my energy going? So it's about being aware, really. It's about being aware in every moment and doing what we can, right, in this moment so that we can have peace, because we need to be that calm in the storm. And we don't know what's coming. So what can we do? We can just be now. So, um, yeah. So thanks. This was fun. And yeah, I was like, I don't know what they're going to bring through. They came to me yesterday and they were like, by the way, it was Councils of Light. As a couple of groups I've been working with that work with their councils of light that work with the beings within the cities. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me to call them inner earth beings because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they make me feel. It's not that, and it's something we don't understand. right?
Right. Yeah, there's some I for lack of a better word in this 3D environment, and some administration in the higher realms that
Yes.
kind of oversee us. Um, but I was delighted when you referenced and brought through the Great Central Sun. And
Yes.
I think that greater awareness, even for those of us that are aware, needs to be brought to that when we understand really the cosmic influence that comes our way and affects us as sentient beings comes from the central sun.
Well, that's source. Like the
Yes.
sun beyond
Yes.
suns. My guides are always telling me I've connected with the Great Central Sun several times and brought through transmissions. And my guides will tell me it's like the sun's a portal. That is how we receive that divine energy. In the 3D world, we see it as this, it brings light and this, but it has the spiritual part of it is much
Oh,
greater.
yeah. Yeah. We forget the metaphysical sides of ourselves.
Yeah.
When we start to pay attention to that, then this concept that we're just talking about now makes sense to the rest of us because it's part of our being, not
Yes.
part of this, carbon avatar that we're walking around in. But there's a part of our soul that resonates with that. And we don't lose
Yes.
that. We carry that.
Yes. One thing my guides suggest is that if you can remember when you're outside, is to say, I'm consciously receiving the light of the sun through every cell and molecule of my body, because we don't do that. We just think, oh, we're getting vitamin D, and we think we just, like plants are out there receiving the light, but the plant is like intending to receive. I had this awareness the other day. I felt like a flower, and I was like I was calling to the sun. It was this whole experience. It was really wonderful. But it's like remembering, like conscious, right? Be conscious of your life and draw that stuff to you. It will help you awaken into a more of who you are, get to know yourself more, to become more, much quicker than just, you know, do. I'm just waiting for it to get me. I'm just waiting for it to come to me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's those, it's very fascinating. It's very, very fascinating to me. There's just, the more I learn, the more I realize the less, like, we know nothing. We know so little about the whole thing. And that's a lot, I mean, it's like, yeah,
Here's what I take comfort from. We do know. It just hasn't been unlocked yet, but we're getting there. And that's
yeah,
why those of us that have these conversations are fully aware that there's something else that we now know that we didn't have an awareness of before, but holy shit, it's profound. I don't know where it came from, but I know, like anything else, it's there. And once you get in connection with just that mindset, then wow, it's like your Akashic, doors have been whopped open. And what do you want to articulate? Because whatever you wish is about to come into your awareness and pull into your field, and you can use it any way that you need to. But you got to get past the limitations of the 10 junk DNA that we've been convinced that we've had all this time. Man,
right.
something is dissolving all of that.
Well, it's all in a process. It's in a process of evolution. We talk about DNA getting upgraded and all of that and activated. And yeah, that is happening. It's happening right now. It just, we want it to be like, we want to look and be like, oh, look, I'm crystal now. That's not the way it goes. It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
It's evolution. It doesn't happen overnight, right?
Right.
But it's happening. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Well, I want to give somebody and see if anybody else had an observation that they wanted to make before we left.
Sure.
Hey guys, it's
Hi,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Hey, I just want to thank you guys so much for being being in this energy. It's as someone that's still coming, you know, through my process of awakening. Can you imagine how cool I feel that I've got Yedyamya, I've got Lowell with these pictures that hit me. I've been meditating in caves since I was little. And then these pictures that Lowell was posting was like, that what is going on? So this, I'm a totally different person than I was 6 months ago. So anyway, I just am honored, and I don't know. I can't even think of words to be in this space with these people. My guides are just like giving me the royal treatment, fun awakening trip. You know what I mean? So I just thank you all so much.
Oh,
Thanks for saying that, but I want to remind you of the things that Yaya pointed out, that you're no less and you're no more than the rest of us. But if you think that we're special, well, sure as shit, so are you. And we need to
Yes.
just cast you love and light and just allow whatever that is to just come out of you. You're going to
Yes.
figure out how that serves the rest of us too. So thank you, honey.
Oh, yes. And it's going to be fun. And I know that's coming. I guess yeah, I'm just so thankful. Yeah,
oh.
so thankful.
Great.
Oh.
Stay there. Gratitude gets you to the next level.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Love y'all.
Whew. Does anybody else want to say anything?
Oh,
Robin?
look at
I just want to say thank you. So synchronistic on my route and journey to Mount Shasta right now, of all the things that I'm being asked to do with the inner earth on the way. And it was just so synchronistic of what's coming through for me, and just so much gratitude and thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. That's so great to hear. Thank you. Thank you. And hi, what's the little one's name?
This is my granddaughter, Leslie. Say hi.
Hi, Leslie. Love
Say
the,
hi.
is that a ribbon? I can't see. Is it a ribbon or a?
This is a little ponytail that's braided out of yarn from her dance recital.
Oh, it's very beautiful. Oh, thanks, Robin.
Have a beautiful day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
I think Michaela, did you want to say something?
It was it was so fun. I got so many questions. I don't feel like I have to break it all down. It's beyond words.
Mm.
And the thing that you were discussing about the sun makes so much sense. I remember that many years ago, when I didn't know about these things about inner earth, always when I felt I need support, or when I was in trouble and I needed to feel more connection, I was always turning down. I was never turning like to the heavens or something. I was always drawn to the earth. And I thought that it is Mother Earth who is responding. But now I know that there is much more to it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Beautiful.
You're
So
Devic. Every time you and I speak, I just see like the ethereal part of you coming out and, taking command of, whatever resource that Mother Nature has at your disposal. I just see you as one of those. And it comes out in all the sculptures that you put out. They're amazing.
In front of me, it is connected, and I hope to bring it to the surface.
I was having a hard time hearing.
Yeah, your audio is kind of breaking up, and I suspect that, there's a reason for that. So,
Oh. Never mind.
there, well, I heard that.
I really feel like there is no need for words from me now. I'm just so happy to be here with you. I'm feeling it all. Every time the transmission was starting, I was feeling it already. So it's incredible. I'm on the other side of the world and I still am with you in one circle.
Yes, yes. And I want to say thank you too for those of you here joining live to help hold that energy and to be the anchor point for the guides to bring it through, so that everybody that watches this on the replay will receive it too. So very, very very, very beautiful. And thank you, Lowell, for this,
Mm.
for hearing the guide's
Thank you, Lowell.
request.
We love you.
Thank you. And look, I really didn't have to prepare much. This was kind of Yaya's show, and I always, I've learned to respect when she reaches out and has something. It's never been solicited in the past, but it was always meant for me. Today was no exception. Yes, she was talking to the collective, but in there, I pointed out the things that already resonated with me and the things that stepped up to that. So I can't tell you how grateful I am. And I wish there was opportunities for us to talk more often like we used to, but the world just doesn't spin that way right now. We'll see what
Yeah.
it has in mind for us, though.
It-
So maybe
yeah.
we'll just close on that note and with great appreciation. Thank you, Yaya. I appreciate it. And thanks for the rest of you that came and held space today. You'll probably hear from others that you had an effect on. So stay tuned and I'll see you again soon.
Well, blessings to everybody. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all. Love y'all.